Anders lives right out in the middle of nowhere, together with a bunch of unlikable characters that he made up to not feel so lonely. This day he felt like reviewing a game for his not at all popular YouTube channel he made circa 5 years ago. But how does one review something? And most importantly, what do you review? Anders looked through his stuff and couldn't find anything that resembled a game he could review. But then a time portal appeared from the 90s and threw a part of his childhood into his skull. So let's look at the Mulle Meck games.
Hello and welcome to this. I'm still not sure what this is. Well, if you're Swedish, you probably know what Mulle Meck is. It's an old series of children's books, mainly focusing on vehicles and stuff like that. So I wasn't very interested in this when I was a kid. I wasn't. I was more like this silly child that liked to create my own stuff, which made the games about these books much more appealing, because then I was allowed to... I'm just gonna show it to you.
The year is 1993. Johansson asked artist Jens Ahlbom if he would like to make like the best children's book ever, and he was like, hell yeah, bro. I'm paraphrasing, of course. This story about a mechanic that explains how stuff works was quickly turned into TV program and obviously games, the new hip thing, you know? This game actually got a prize for being the best children's game in Europe 1999. So yeah, let's put that on the pedestal together with ABBA, Volvo and Sladen and Smorgasbord, I don't know. And after recording and looking up some pictures on the internet, I noticed that it actually have an English name. Gadget. Oh, I don't know about you, but for someone that grew up with this, there is just something off about this picture. Maybe it's the sharp lines, since the original had more soft colored lines and the proportion feels a bit off. Oh shit, look out! Nope, still using Mulle Meck. Okay, finally, starting the first game, Mulle wants to build himself a car, if that wasn't obvious. He lives with his dog right out in nowhere, like most Swedish people, so everyone can relate. We are treated to this animated intro, and yeah, it looks kinda good. I mean, it's no Fantasia, but what you gotta do? It's made in 97 Sweden. The story is so that Mulle wants to go to the other side of the road, because he thinks that if this road has one end, then there should be another end somewhere. Yes, Mulle, that's exactly how roads work. Brilliant! Now, we're in the garage, so let's get some stuff and build something. Pretty simple concept here. Drag and drop parts where you want to stick them and...
Looking good.
Yes, Mulle. Looking good. Now, let's go. So that's me. My car. Cute. Now where the hell am I going? So I go around trying to find people that I can help. We have, for example, this girl whose cat has run up this tree. And she clearly has the heart for Mulle, just listen.
Vad bra att du kom, Mulle.
She clearly wants the D. And by that I mean the derby hat that Mulle is wearing. And we have this dude that has losing his dog ever so often. At one instance, I leave the dog at his place just to see it wandering a few meters away. You know something, I think you doing this just so I would come over. You just have to ask, man. Just ask. Coffee tomorrow? And what does it give you for finding the dog? A can of gas, because I'm so freaking far away from home. No, it's good. Fuel is expensive. No. Right, it's free at every gas station. It's just there to hinder you from fast progress. And speaking of that, the cat from before, I get it down with this ladder that I just randomly got. Yeah, that's how you progress in this game. You wait for the things you need to be sent to you by this guy.
Man, don't do this to yourself, please. Coffee?
Oh, right, I was talking about different characters, right? Sorry, I'm new to this. We have this lady on an island that don't do shit. A lady out in the forest playing video games and don't do shit.
Except give you a fucking jet engine!
And this man that has a party with children and wants me to get soda. Sure, I love soda! Yeah, after like an hour I had all the car parts and had helped everyone. So now Mulle sits at the same shore as he did in the beginning and thinks to himself that he wants to build a boat. So let's do that! I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, don't care if you bleed.
Take Tumblr now!
So in Mulle Build Boats he gets to take over this boatyard from Christina Columbus.
Yeah, they did that.
So now you can select a body for the boat and it's back to the same thing, I guess. Just put things on here and...
Oh.
That's not good at all. Okay, so there's some more things to think about, like the weight and size affects the handling and the speed. The miniature looks a bit different depending on the body you use, but now we have the open ocean. So you can either have a motor on, and if that fails, then you can use a sail. And if there is no wind, then you can use your oars. The sound in this game is very inconsistent, to say the least. Some of the characters we saw in the first game is still here. No, I'm not gonna question why they moved with me. Just saying it's sort of creepy. Yeah, I'm talking to you, lady.
Nämen Mulle!
But there is some new faces, like this priest that wants me to find his Bible. Sure, I'll find it. Here you are. What the hell? Ugh, can you believe this guy? Hey, God, there's one of your employees that, how do I say it, don't fully value your property that he was given. So maybe you should talk to him? Okay. Good talk. And we have Viola Waldmark, who is the lonely lady on the island in the first game, and now she is on this lonely island. Well, she probably have her reasons. And another new character is Black Sven, who we should probably leave for now. And we have the angry ant who lives on this island that looks like an ant. And Sam Scribbler, that has a lot of weight actually to the story of the game.
Yes, this game have a story, sort of.
So Sam wants me to find this book from a long-gone adventurer. When I get the book, it tells me about a place where I can find cool stuff. And after finding it, this is what I got. This doesn't do shit. That's not how you do secrets, game.
Yeah.
But there are some useful items in the game. The compass, for example, can help you through the fog. Yeah, that's basically it. Bada boom. When I see Sam again, he tells me a story about me. Not sure why. And he says that he wrote it. Not sure what Georg and Jens will think about this. And I believe there's sirens there in the background, Sam.
Do I really need to play any more of these games? There's not much variety going on here anyway, and the way that the weight mechanic on the boat works, it makes the customization very hard because it's hard to make something that's pretty and also practical. It's almost like the ocean in the game says to Mulle Meck, like,
buddy, you're cool and all, but get the hell out.
but what was that? A game in 2000 that would take the natural evolutionary step for this franchise.
Stop fucking Marines!
No, I'm just kidding. With you.
Planes, of course. So, after being done with all the other things, Mulle wants to soar the sky. So he takes this hangar. Yes, just takes it. Bastard. And with it, he can start to build.
Holy shit, 3D!
So the game have upgraded itself somewhat. That's good. And the amount of parts that I can add now is improved. That's good. And when you start, you can control the plane how you whee. That's good. I love that I can see my creation when I'm out flying. But don't you think it's a bit, quiet? The 2 earlier games didn't have music either, but they had sound of engines and waves. This has nothing. Well, nothing more to do than add my own music. Our friend Viola Waldmark is still here, and now she got a daughter?
What?
Well, that came from out of nowhere. I mean, I sort of thought that something was going on in the house in the first game.
I mean, you seem very casual about it, so as long as you're doing what's best for the child, I guess.
It's still not more to say about the game than what already have been said. I go around talking to people, give them stuff and get more parts. Some parts are required to get to certain places, but it all just feels really slow. Mostly because
they didn't really have to make the flying part so boring.
But I like planes. I can see why this was my favorite game when I was a kid. Every time I go back to the hangar, I tweak my plane just a bit, and there's a ton of fun and random stuff to build it from.
So yeah, I can see why I liked this game as a child. I still like playing them, but they were so much slower than I remember. But I mean, the art style is still there. It's the exact same as in the books, and the animations is just enough to give them that life that they need, and I think it is good. It's a piece of my childhood, but now I feel ready to do anything. Like, I have watched this, now I can make anything I want. Yeah, watch me. Let's do this. I played all the Mulle Meck games now, except for the ones where it builds houses, because who needs it?